Virgo, well, but we'll take some more cards out to clarify and see what we can learn from this Ace of Wands. If it is a new romance, if it's in someone new, or if it's someone that's coming into commitment, someone that you already know. Page of Wands, definitely a lot of communication coming through from a fire sign in particular. Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. It doesn't have to be. The Page of Wands can be a message of movement again, so you have two. For some of you, it's a travel or a trip might introduce you to someone, or a trip. It could be a road trip, it could be a relocation, will bring you closer to someone. So whatever that movement means, in whichever capacity for you, some sort of movement will bring the two of you closer together. It is also a message of departure and adventure, so I think for a lot of you, you are embarking on beautiful new things with someone that is around you, and it could very well involve physical travel, traveling the world, or relocating or moving in with this person. For some of you, you're currently with someone that is marriage material. In particular, if you are dealing with the Taurus here, this is the marriage card, the Hierophant. This is also someone who is very loud and proud about their partner, very loud and proud about their relationship, and I think this will sit extremely well with you, Virgo. I almost want to mention here, though, it's just come to me, for a lot of you, if there is some sort of affair or temptation, as we spoke about, that the devil could represent, there is a temptation with someone married coming in, and I would advise against this. Or if you do decide to do it, of course for free will, if you do advise to do it, something will be made known to the public, so just be careful you aren't meeting in public places. By no means, I don't encourage this behavior. I think if you're unhappy in your relationships, you should leave. You're only hurting yourself in the long run and the people around you, but I almost feel like someone will see you and you'll be exposed. The Hierophant is all about illumination, and I think this is a cautionary message for those that are sort of fooling around a little bit on the side, that this is the universe sending you a signal, giving you a warning that this should not be happening right now. So for some of you, it's that. But for others, I think you're venturing into, you're looking at marriage. You're either seeing someone who's marriage material, or you're moving. The Page of Wands is a mover. He's a shaker. He progresses. You're moving towards marriage. This is beautiful. This is someone holding the key to your future. Look at that. We see two keys. This could be keys in the form of property. We did speak about property, new cycles or new ownerships. So we spoke about the cycles, also the ownership, property, renovating, purchasing assets as well. This is coming up, so definitely marriage material or engagements happening. For some of you, it could be for you directly, Virgo, or someone very close around you. Someone's going to get engaged over on a holiday or somewhere away from home. Okay, wow, this is powerful, Virgo. This is a deep soul flame, twin flame, soul flame. Oh God, I've been speaking too much today, so bear with me. Sometimes I mumble, but hopefully you guys still love me. Look, this is a soulmate twin flame connection. I don't know what a soul flame is. It sounds exciting, and maybe this person is igniting your soul flame. Who knows? But look at this. This is powerful stuff. The Lovers card, the Hierophant, the Two of Cups. This is a beautiful union, Virgo. It doesn't come around every lifetime, and when it does, it comes in a really powerful way. And for a lot of you, this person is definitely coming in. If they're not around you now, they're definitely coming in very soon. In particular, the time of Leo, the time of the Hierophant, which is Taurus, or in the time of Gemini. This could be in relation to the upcoming next few months, within the next year. So look, I don't want to look into that. I think this person might have certain either Gemini, Taurus, or Leo traits or Capricorn traits within their chart. But this is powerful. For a lot of you that have been single and that have felt you're stuck in a rut with your marriage, you feel chained, you feel linked, you feel unfulfilled, you feel lack of passion, lack of sex, sexuality. It's such a big part of our relationships, and a lot of people underestimate the involvement of closeness, of intimacy, of passion, and it's so beneficial for ourselves, our souls, our minds, our relationship. And a lot of you that have been feeling stuck in this way, I think there's some sort of shift. Remember, you're breaking the cycle, so there's some sort of shift that's taking place here. It's either you'll rekindle a very hot, passionate romance with your partner, with your spouse. There's temptation for a very hot affair, possibly. Look, there can be, I'm not going to lie. But I love what the Lovers card represents. This represents purity and magic. And as I said, it doesn't come around too often, Virgo. So when it does, I think you need to treat it quite seriously. And I think there's someone around you here that's invoking these beautiful feelings for you. And hence why, you're clinging, hence why you don't want to let go. We did speak about in the general reading, it could be temptation and you feel insecure, so you're peer pressured. So it could be that you're coaxed or you're tempted into a wonderful, hot affair. But it also speaks for those ones that have a very serious commitment and that do have monogamy, that this is venturing into something so beautiful, so passionate, and so right. This person is in your path and you're embarking on a new cycle with them. Okay, Page of Swords. It could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but this is also showing me your perception, Virgo, and it's a pessimistic perception with the Page of Swords. For some of you, you're looking back to a previous relationship where you were in love, where you did feel like it was a twin flame connection. For others of you, you're looking towards a Gemini, Virgo, that perhaps you can't have, that perhaps is married or is already coupled up, and perhaps you're having obsessive thoughts over. Look, there's a lot of cards here. You can read it in a lot of ways. Sometimes people get frustrated because there's so many interpretations, but that's just what it is. Symbols and interpretations are everything. We are given this amazing, powerful mind, and everyone perceives things differently because of their development, because of life experience, because of openness, open-mindedness, enlightenment. So I need you to keep that in mind, but it's whatever interpretation you take with you, whichever interpretation resonates the most. But I do see with the Page of Swords, you are either looking at another couple and wishing you were like them, wishing your relationship was like them, or you're feeling unsure about someone who could really bring you happiness. I see that you're capricious here with the Page of Swords. You're uncertain about how this will move forward. You don't feel very strong about it, Virgo. You have these reservations, and this could lead to the demise of the relationship. So I think your mind can be at times your biggest downfall, as well if you are influenced by Gemini or dual energy. Being a Virgo is not the easiest. It's exhausting. Sometimes it can really be tiring, and it can really take the fun and the spark out of a task or a goal or a relationship. And I just don't want that happening to you, Virgo, because sometimes it's not, I guess it's good in some aspects, right? We can be quite analytical and approach things quite methodically, and that's all great, especially in jobs that require that. However, when it comes to ourselves, I feel like we're still stuck in this bubble, and for some reason I see you having somewhat of a pessimistic view towards this person or this relationship, and I want you to try to break free of this cycle, which I think you will. We spoke about the breaking of cycles, so I think although you can't change your nature, the way your predisposition to think or to act or to behave or to compartmentalize, Virgo, I still think on some level, you'll break free from some sort of cycle of thought that perhaps wasn't bringing you love or wasn't bringing you that spark. So I think this is changing in this aspect here. So definitely new beginnings in love. If we look at a career opportunity, there's definitely a job where you might be interviewed for very soon that's going to bring you in the public eye, that's going to get you your own office, or that's going to get you a large team. Now, it could be in real estate, it could be in tourism, it could be in client relations or customer service, psychology, youth working, relationships, rehabilitation, especially with the Virgo as well. This sort of work for you, I think, would do exceptionally well. I think you'll be very happy with the sort of salary you'll be offered here with the Ten of Pentacles. I think it's important you keep your mind open. Again, pessimism is coming through because you don't think you're qualified to do it, or you don't see how you're going to cope with the job once you get it. So try and steer away from that. It's all about positivity. You've been brought these opportunities from the angels, from the gods, from the universe. I think for the most part, you need to embrace it. Could be working with family, relationships, property in particular as well. We have keys here, rental properties, commercial properties, or holding the key to a building, or a key to your future. So again, what do we see? We see this wonderful cycle with the Wheel of Fortune here, and you'll very much appreciate this role. You'll grab it. You'll grab it as soon as it comes up. I think you'll be very pleased with it. So this is quite promising. I love this. Definitely new jobs and new roles. Let's talk about what else this cycle is for some of you. What else breaking this cycle could mean. Let's keep the Wheel of Fortune card here, because this is the cycle we're talking about, and although it can represent fate, fated opportunities, abundant or chance opportunities, I should say, abundant paths, abundant journeys, abundant opportunities. Let's see what else this breaking of this cycle, this new cycle for some of you. It's a new cycle in love, new cycle in travel. You're definitely also moving away from these toxic negative thoughts, these turbulent waters here, so turbulent emotions, and you're moving into something more peaceful, more serene, more quiet, more harmonious. Look at this harmonious, tranquil water, and you're moving away from that. So I think you're leaving behind something emotional, something that caused you a lot of turbulence, whether it was instigated by your thoughts were the catalyst for these emotions, which is often the case. Our thoughts do cause our emotions. But I think you're moving away from this. It's also a new cycle. There's a new start happening, and it's happening overseas. There's some sort of foreign connection with someone. You might be relocating, moving homes, moving countries even, but there's a new cycle happening with your thoughts, with your emotions, or relocation. It's a new home that's coming in, a new rental property, new surroundings. Okay, Three of Pentacles. This is negotiations happening. So if you have been in a role, maybe work-wise, and you've been trying to pitch a product, sell a product, pitch a service, I think there's someone new that's going to sign on board. But there's success happening. Remember, the cycle, you're breaking the cycle, or you're entering a new cycle that is has an underlying current of going upward, meaning this cycle that you're entering into is one that's going to prove quite profitable. Pentacles is about money. This is about choice. This is about options, more options being available to you at work, or if you're negotiating a holiday or trying to save for a holiday or choosing between two different locations. Maybe you're trying to renovate a home, purchase a home, or develop a home. Things are moving on the up, so there's an upward cycle. This theme is coming through here, which is amazing, great, wonderful, especially for those people who are in sort of these roles where they need to sell a product or market a product or advocate or be a brand ambassador to a product or a service. Okay, definitely new starts for a lot of you. You're starting your own business or going down your own path, but I see you doing it alone here. Could be relocation related. You might be moving into a brand new property alone. But it's almost like a new start is happening, but it's autonomous. It's something that you'll decide to do on your own. It's a little bit scary, yes. I think you're a little bit fearful about starting this, Virgo, but I think you've got good things. You've got the resources. Look at his table. He has everything he needs, the Magician. So you've got what you need. You know what it is that you need to do. You know what it is that you need to achieve. For a lot of you, there is an online business, or you're starting to open up a shop maybe, or a creative pursuit. It could even be in the beauty industry. We do have the Empress. She does advocate all things feminine, all things spiritual, astrology, maybe astronomy as well, nature, hiking, the outdoors, yoga, meditation, feminine, tantra. This could be a lot with the Empress here, beautifying yourself. So this could be, for a lot of you, you're breaking the cycle of low self-esteem, and you're doing something to make you feel sexy and powerful and amazing and happy, and really embracing that feeling. And maybe if you're a man, you're doing something that's making you feel really masculine and energetic and powerful and like a lion, this sort of amazing energy here. But look, it's all about earth energy. With the Empress, to me, is all about earth. She's a very sensual, practical lady here. So I feel there's practical things are taking place, things on the upward. There's definitely an increase in how you'll feel, a certain attractiveness this month that's coming to you, Virgo. And I say own it. If you're single, get out there and show these people what you're all about. Beautiful confidence here with the Empress card. Cycle is going up, so I love this. Also manifesting more things into your existence. Manifesting beautiful things. I definitely feel for a lot of you there's a cycle of a lot more traveling happening over the next 3 to 7 days, 3 to 6 days, 3 to 6 months, 3 to 6 years. So this is a big cycle change, new cycle that's coming in. So this is great. Lovely read here, Virgo.